Hello and welcome to Sarah's Stampin' Retreat. Today we're going to be creating a light up shaker card. So it's going to be really interactive and such a fun card to receive. And we're going to use this really cute balloon shaker die set from the Hero Arts My Monthly Superhero this month. So I've got a white card blank. I've got some green cardstock to go on top of that, and we're going to build the circuit for our lights on the card blank. So before I do anything complicated, I'm just going to add the sentiment to my card blank because I don't want to do loads of work and then the sentiment goes wrong. So I'm going to use this stamp set. This also is in the My Monthly Superhero. And I'm going to use this little happy birthday and just pop it in this corner. And I'm just going to heat emboss that with white embossing powder. So then I've cut one of the solid balloons from this pretty pattern cardstock and I'm going to glue that onto here. And then I'm going to add on 3 lights. So I'm going to punch 3 holes. And then I'm going to sit that over my card front and make sure it's lined up nicely. And then I'm going to use a pencil just to trace through those holes so I know where my lights need to go on my card blank now. So I'm going to have my switch down here so that it sits under this sentiment so I can put something in the card saying press the sentiment for a surprise or something like that. So then I've put a glue dot on the bottom of my battery and I'm just going to add that on here. So I'm going to use these white LED stickers and you can see that the wide side has the positive sign and the pointy side has the negative sign. So I've got the positive coming up here, so I'm going to make the wide positive piece the piece that goes on the outside of where I want the light. So I'm just going to draw that on with a stencil, so then this positive will be able to easily line up with there. And I'm going to leave it on the outside for all of them so that it's easy to join them up. So again, I'm going to draw another one here where I want another light and another one here. So then I'm just going to join up my circuit. So I'm going to have the positive side, which I'm going to do in red, and that is going to go from the positive side of the battery all the way through the positive sides of the lights. And as I always say, there's just 2 things really to remember on this, and those are the positive and the negative sides can never cross, and the switch always needs to go between the battery and the circuit. So then on the negative side, I'm going to come down, I'm going to go through the switch part way, so I'm leaving a gap in the middle. Then we're going to come back up here and we're going to go through the negative parts of the lights. So that's the negative side of our circuit. So then my switch will be very simple. It's just a small piece of cardstock folded in half. And then I'm just going to join everything up with conductive fabric tape. So I'm going to add some to the top of my switch. And I'm going to add a few pieces so that I can make sure that I'm getting a really good connection when I close the circuit. Then I'm just going to glue that on here where I've got my switch on the circuit. And then I'll go through and I will join up all the circuit pieces. So we're going to go from just under the negative side of this battery here, and we're going to go part way across the switch and I'm going to cut it. Then we're going to leave a gap and we're going to carry on that circuit. So it means that when the switch is open, you've got that gap and the lights won't be on. When the switch is closed, this tape will close the gap and the circuit will switch on. So I'm just going to follow this blue line round so that we're connecting on those negative sides of the lights as well. And then I just cut that off. And I think that one of the things that does feel weird to people is you think of a circuit as having to always connect, so it feels weird to use those loose ends, but it does work just like that. So then I'm going to go up the positive side, and I'm just joining the positive side of the battery to the positive side of those lights in just the way that we drew the circuit. By the way, just to make it clear, this tape that I'm using is the older packaging. So the newer packaging comes with this reel so that your tape goes around the reel rather than being attached by this tab. So then I'm going to take my little lights, and I love that everything is self-adhesive, so it's super easy to put together. So I'm just going to add that on there. I'm adding them over the lights that we drew earlier. I'm making sure that the wider positive side is on our positive line. And I'm just making sure there's a nice firm connection there. And then I'm just going to add a bit more fabric tape over the top of the kind of legs of the battery to make sure there's a really good connection between the battery and the circuit. So then we can just test our circuit to make sure everything's working right by just closing that switch, and you can see all three lights are switching on. Everything's got a nice connection to it. So now we want to add this back over the top. So I'm going to add on some foam strips. It's fine for the foam to go over the tape, but obviously you want to avoid it going over the switch or the lights. So then I can just take the backing off the foam strips, and then I'm going to carefully position my card front over the top of the card base. So now when I press on the happy birthday, that's going to light up. So now I can make the shaker elements of my card, and I can also decorate it. So I've cut this shaker piece, the kind of like outline die, 4 times from a heavyweight white cardstock and once from this pink cardstock. And I've also cut the main die, this piece, from some acetate. So we're going to build all those up. So we're going to glue all these pieces together. This is what's going to give room for those shaker pieces to shake about. So then I'm going to glue on the acetate piece. And you want to make sure you've got a really thin layer of glue for this because you don't want it spreading out under the acetate. And then we're going to add this pink piece over the top. So then I've used those confetti dies for the die set just to cut some circles from different shades of cardstock. And I've chosen ones that are kind of the same colours that are in my pattern paper, but obviously you could go for a contrast if you prefer that look. So before I just add that top piece on, I'm going to add on my string. So that's going to come down here, and then I'm going to add on this piece. And that's going to trap all that confetti inside it. So now you can see that those pieces are going to shake around. And that's cute with the light up as well. If you wanted a more muted light, you could add some vellum underneath the balloon, and that will just soften the light a little. And then I'm just going to glue a couple of these tassels together. And then I'm going to glue those on. And then I can just snip the end of that off the card. So now we've got our card with that cute shaker feature and also the light up feature. So I think that's really fun. So I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, I'd really appreciate you clicking like below, and you can also subscribe if you'd like to see future videos. If you press the bell button and select all, then YouTube will also notify you when there's a new video available. All of the products that I've used to create today's card are listed in the description below, and there's also a link there to my blog where you can find a picture supply list if that helps you find what you're looking for. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon.